Hello! Hello, all of my freakishly fun little Friday fiendish fish sticks. I was trying to get them out. It just did not want to work. I feel like I want to do it again, but at the same time I don't. God, my eyes are a different color today. Look at my eyes. Jesus Christ. This is nuts. Like, normally they're like either a dark green or a dark blue, sometimes a light blue. And then on our last stream, I want to say they were like almost brown, and today they look silver. It must be my blood pressure. I woke up, excuse me, I woke up this morning with a pisser of a headache, let me tell you. I knew it was going to be bad. I knew it was going to be bad. I knew I should have just called out from work, but I was like, you know what? I was sick 2 weeks ago, and I took like a half a day or 3/4 of a day, and I was like, I don't want to keep using up my sick time. Now, oh, no, I can't do that. I was about to show you guys how much sick time I have, but in order to do that, you would know what company I work for. What am I thinking? It's the... So anyway, but yeah, I woke up and I was like, okay, this is a pre-migraine. I'm going to have a rough day. And I went to work anyway, and within 30 minutes, I was seeing halos. I was literally walking around like once, it usually comes to this side. I'm literally walking around like, you know, just trying really hard to make it, and I made it through my day. I stayed to the end, and then I came home, and Joseph and I had a chocolate-covered custard-filled donut. And then we laid down, and we slept until 3. Well, actually, we slept until about 2:45. And then I got up, I showered, I shaved, I lotioned up, and then I hid this mess here under my head. Now I'm getting hat hair. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, it did a good job of mostly drying. My hair's mostly dry. I mean, is it presentable? Hail to the no. But are we going to do anything about it? Again, hail to the no. So, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. You get what you get, and I gave what I gave. So, let's just get into it. Actually, I think I want to... That looks... Yeah, that feels better. Alright, so... I'm having an issue right now, you guys, with my with my emulating. I'm having emulation issues. I'm emulating an issue. What had happened was everything was fine. I've got quite a few games. Matter of fact, I'll read them out to you, the games that I have so far. I just wanted it to keep going. I love that beat. I'm the type of person, anytime I hear like a good bass thump, I immediately have to shake my booty. Okay, so the games that I've downloaded and installed so far, I say install. You don't install them, you just download the ISOs. This is for the GameCube. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, Darkened Sky, Hunter the Reckoning, Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, and Code Veronica, Legend of Zelda, the Collector's Edition, and The Legend of Zelda, The Four Swords Adventures. Now, here's the interesting part. Let me grab something. Okay, so, okay. Do you guys remember these? Do you guys remember these CD things? I used them for my video games, and in them, I'm going to pick this up so you guys can see it. I'm so glad I didn't pick it up the wrong way. I actually have all of the games that I just mentioned. I have, like, let me pull it out. There's the Legend of Zelda. Oh, sorry. That's the Legend of Zelda one I just mentioned. Here's Hunter the Reckoning. Here's Darkened Sky. Got Resident Evil 4. Like, I have all of the games I just mentioned on disc. There's Resident Evil. Oh, wow. Wait, which disc is that? I didn't realize that. Oh, wait, that's the remake that I have. Okay, yeah. Which I have on there. Oh, let me show you what else I've got that came in the mail. I'm super, super excited. So, the first two have arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Let me, hello? Okay, there we go. Let me blow this back up so you guys can see what I'm showing you. I got, in the mail, I've got the Resident Evil 2 Platinum Edition for PC. So excited. And then I've got the Resident Evil Nemesis. Oh, I just realized my GameCube thing is, my Dolphin emulator is still up. Anyway, okay, so yeah, well, it's still showing my screen. If you guys can see that in the background on the case, that's a mountain background. That's actually like a backdrop of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I'm such a nerd. I'm such a gamer. Everything I have in this room, for the most part, is dedicated to gaming. To my right here, I have my Two Worlds 2 collector's edition. I don't know if you guys can see this. This was not cheap. This was not cheap at all. It looks like the box is messed up, but that's actually like a little filigree that they have that goes all the way around the box. It's not damaged. It just looks like that. And then in the box, which I keep it out because I like looking at her, this is Cassandra. This is Cassandra. She was in the box, as well as some like artwork and whatnot, but I've got lots of other, I've shown you guys all my stuff before. I like showing it off when I'm in a good mood. I do have a headache. And what are we going to do? We're just going to power through it. Odin's beard, you forgot those things existed. What did you forget? Oh, talking about the binder? Okay, so I have one for video games, and then I have about 7 for DVDs. And actually, the outside part of my binder broke on one thing that I have of discs, but that's all music. So I have just like a stack of loose sheets with CDs and the cover art put in there. Like, I used to burn CDs, music CDs, because that's what you did back in the early 2000s. But I used to burn CDs, and then I would go online and make my own cover art and print it out, because back then I had a color inkjet printer, an HP it was an HP something inkjet printer. I used to print out my own little cover sheets and put those in the binders. And I got so good at it. My friends and stuff and all, they at my jobs and stuff, they were always like, "Oh, make us some really cool CDs." And I would be like, "Well, if you'll just get me the slip covers or the cases, I've got a whole stack of rewritable, burnable DVD rewrite CDs." So I was like, "Just get those for me, and I'll make you some really cool music." And this was also while I was, oh God, is it gonna work? Okay, yeah, there we go. This was also while I was working 2 full-time jobs, taking care of a sick husband, and also hacking my MySpace, because back in the super late 90s, early 2000s, everyone became a low-key hacker. Everyone was learning how to hack their MySpace to change their backgrounds, their headers, their subheaders, their friends group in terms of size. You could even change the icons, the thumbnails of all your friends who were in your friends list. You could also add like music players and add the music. Like, it became a whole generation. We all became a generation of hackers basically for a little bit because we were all hacking our MySpace. And again, I got so good at it because I was constantly changing my MySpace around that I had a boss use that as a means to get me to his house on a Saturday night. I didn't know at the time that he was making a pass at me, and he was using the MySpace thing as a means to get me to his house on a Saturday night. I didn't know. I was because I was like 21 maybe. I came to the flirt game late, and believe it or not, I'm still not really at the flirt game. I'm more like, I'm awkward and cringy. I'm not creepy, I'm just awkward and cringy, usually. And so, yeah, he was excited for the weekend, and I had just casually mentioned it in front of him to a coworker. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go fix Isaac's MySpace page. It's gonna look so good. And then later on, he pulled me aside and he's like, hey, I'm gonna have to cancel, because he didn't want anyone thinking that he was low-key. You know what I'm saying? And looking back on it, I'm pretty sure it's a good thing that I didn't go, because A, he was my boss, and I don't believe in that. He was a good-looking guy. He's still a good-looking guy. He's actually, I believe, living in Hawaii. But he was the type to, I saw him date a female coworker for a while, because he didn't care. He just, whatever he wanted, he got. But I saw the way he treated this girl, and she was a good girl, like a good girl. But he mistreated her. not like abusively or anything, but like he's not boyfriend material. He's not even like go hook up with someone material. He was more like feed them from a long-handled spoon because he's just so childish when it comes to relationships. He was a man-child. I mean, he was a good person for the most part, but a man-child when it came to relationships because I guess he was raised up a certain way to where like when you're dating or married or whatever, the person that you're seeing, they do everything and you just sit on your ass. And I ain't one of those. I'm sorry. Now, Joseph does kind of wait on me hand and foot. I do the same thing for him. Like, we do for each other. But yeah, I don't believe in a grown-ass man being unable to get up and walk across the room to get their own drink or get the remote for the TV or get his car. Like, I mean, like, I'm not your mother. And, I forgot. I've got something to show you guys. I have something to show you guys. My rant is over about Isaac, my ex-boss. He's a good guy. He's just not boyfriend material. Not even, no, not even boyfriend material. So I want to show you guys something. As you guys recall, the last time we played, we came to Summersville here, and we couldn't get our robot body for Polly because we weren't high level enough. And I was like, ooh, on my day off, I hope I have the chance to build here at the bridge. Now, I did. I have something to show you guys. I'm so freaking proud of this. I'm so freaking proud of this. I have a similar build. The other build is much, much more on my main tune, but this is our stream tune. And you wouldn't even know there's a settlement here if it wasn't for the turrets and the flag. Oh, there go my turrets shooting at people. Let's go help for a second. I did actually manage to hit level 10. I'll shoot the car, dude. You'll just die from an explosion. Well, I say that. Got you. Yeah, hide behind the car, you. Ah! Oh, it didn't get him. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so I really hope that no one else... Oh, shit. Come on, dude. You can do it.
Watch your profanity.
I hate how long it takes. I know, watch my profanity. I know, I heard it. I hate how long it takes. Okay, where's the body? I want my loots. I want my fat loots. I hate how long it takes. There it is. For, like, you to actually target someone with your turrets. They take faux evs. Oh, don't do it. Don't attract my turrets. I don't... Okay, as long as you're shooting at those. Where's the one I shot just now? Who the hell? Jeez. Okay, well, I did need a body so I can loot the ones that are close by. Okay. Okay, so I did not mean for all of this to happen. I really didn't mean for all that to happen. So... let me get a step here. You know, I just realized I forgot to change the title of today's stream. I just hit go live. I think it says like Wild and Wacky Wasteland Wednesday Adventures or something. Oh, we've got frogs hopping around now. Usually, this is a spawn point for like a lot of little things. Like, usually something spawns over there. Some kind of critter or something spawns right here. A person spawns right there. This bridge is on Graham's route, so he'll occasionally come through and you get to buy things off of him. All those raiders or blood eagles or whatever, they spawn right there. So it's a lot. Now I really want that box, but unfortunately, in order to get it, I'll have to shoot the thing down, and then of course I will draw the ire of Strategic Air Command. And we're not doing that. Wait, who is throwing... Excuse me? Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, let me show you guys what we built, okay? I'm trying to kind of get away from it, and them things are just following me. Every time I log in lately. It says Fallout Friday? Okay, I thought maybe I hadn't changed it. This is what we built, guys. This is what we worked on. There's my little pooch. I've got like a little sitting area. He's just gonna walk through the fire, literally. But I've got like a little sitting area here in front of a fire, and then I've got an actual, like, you know, my buff one. I've got my morbid well and my beehive, and the bees can go through the fence in my mind, and, you know, pollinate my veggies and whatnot. Grab that. I've got my shelter right here, and then I've got, you know, my crane treasure hunting sign. Kept my water wheels. I feel like they do better right here. They fit in more with the aesthetic, right? Oh, that rock has respawned. It wasn't there. Now, again, as I was explaining this to Joseph, believe it or not, you guys, every time I build something, I give a tour to Joseph privately before I give you guys a tour. Unless I build on stream. But I've got like a little banjo area here next to the fire. And I like how it goes right up into the bottom of the bridge. I love building under bridges. I really do. I've got another little barbecue area right here. And this is going to be my kitchen and dining room eventually. It's just I don't have any dining room tables, and I don't have a stove yet. And then over here, of course, is my living room area. And I set it up almost identically to our old house. I put the plushies on the couch and whatnot. I added a few other decorations. The trick is, even if you only have a handful of decorations, to kind of like pack them into a small area to make it look like you have a lot more going on. Behind the room divider here is the bedroom, and again, it's very basic. I don't have a lot, but it looks like I do because I packed as much as I could. Now the trick was, I put out like a lot of like little knickknacks and whatnot, and it made it look fuller than it actually is. And I don't have a bathroom. That's the one thing I'm missing. But you know, there's a whole town right there. If I need to take a crap, I can use one of their bathrooms. Back here I have another little outside sitting area with lots of plants and whatnot, and my Vault-Tec flag up on the wall, and my bug zapper. And then back here again is my little fenced-in indoor garden. I'm so proud of how well this came out. I'm not joking. Like, it looks so good. Now I don't have any light in here yet. If I put a light in here, it's gonna have to be on this this central column or the little sides, because where it's inset, like if you go to put a light, it'll actually snap to an invisible collision that matches up the bottom of this right here versus this. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna wait on the lights for now. I got enough light really with this one little light right here. And that's the tour of the main house. Now, I'm trying to close all my doors and whatnot. I'm funny about that. Over here, across the way, across the creek, is where I've actually built my crafting area, and I'm gonna have to rebuild it a little bit, not in terms of the layout, but like what I've decorated it with. I've got like my bobblehead stand, and I have 2 bobbleheads now, and then I've got like my comic book rack, which I now have 5 comics in, my scrap boxes, a little sitting area, and then I've got like my 2 work benches that I have. But while I was trying to level to 10 by just going and like farming, I went right over here to the cabins right here. That's a workshop right there, actually. I hit level 10, and I found the plans for the Tinker's Workbench and the Chem Station. So now I've got to figure out how to get those in here. So what I'll probably do is stack these 2 and put the Tinker's Workbench over here, and then maybe the Chem Station over here, and slide this stuff down. It just depends, really. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but that's the tour. That's what we've built, and I could not be prouder of it. I think it looks phenomenal, and it fits literally right under the bridge. So say, for instance, these vertibirds are looking for somebody. They fly over this bridge. They don't really see anything. And I love that. I would like to think that if I was living in this kind of a world, that's what I would do. With Joseph and I, there's a bridge not too far from where we live, and it's a nice one. It gets actually serviced kind of regularly. So, like, I'm going to kill these things right here real quick. So, like, I think that's where we would live. We would become bridge trolls, basically. I know there's one more in there. No, there's another super mutant in there actually.
Suffer!
And I'm out. I'm lucky in that I don't take physical damage, but I can still take like radiation damage. So I'm always like trying to make sure I don't take any radiation damage, which is why I try really hard not to get in the water. All right, so I did hit level 10. I haven't picked a perk yet. I haven't even opened up my little perk packet. So I'm hoping and praying that we have one for picking locks, because if you guys recall, that's what was holding us up from grabbing the body for Polly. Says he's funny about closing doors and doesn't close 2 of the gates. I did close the gates, thank you. I closed my gates. My gates are closed. All of my gates are closed. Now you're making me neurotic. Did I not? Oh, I didn't. Oh, my bad. See, you got me that time. They got me, gal. Just looking around, making sure there ain't nothing else I need to deal with out here. All right, so
it was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Got him. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, you're right. What's up, Robbie? I've been talking to you and forgot to say hello. What do we have to do? Oh. Sorry. Level up. I'm scattered because of this situation with my brain today. Shotguns. Oh, we didn't get a lock picking point. All right, let's see. All right, lock picking is intelligence, right? Or is it agility? Well, shit. Oh. All right, this sucks. Junk items reduced by 25. I do actually already have one of those. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick that again. Oh wait, my dumbass, I forgot to actually equip the perk. Oh, that was strength. For some reason I was thinking that was endurance. My bad. Oh, I don't have any more strength. Okay. I thought I had more than that. Okay. Alright, so since we didn't get a lockpicking perk, which sucks. That really does suck. We're gonna have to level, basically. Fallout is so fun. You've never played any Fallout before? Oh, bless your heart. You're missing out. It is so fun. It is so fun. I can't stress how fun that game is. It's so fun. It's one of those games that it was kind of genre defining. Like there was already like a bunch of like looter shooters out, but Fallout really cemented it as a viable genre of gaming. Like some genres didn't really make it that well, or they were considered a little bit more niche, but Fallout is the one that really put looter shooters on the map as like not just a good game, but like a series with lore, because a lot of looter shooters are there strictly for like the face value. But Fallout had such an engaging and in-depth storyline and a very unique aesthetic. It takes place in the future, but at the same time, the world stopped evolving way back in the past, but at the same time, they embraced retrofuturism. So you've got this really cool dissonance between the time, the aesthetic, and what was considered like the top aesthetic for the time that the bombs dropped. I could go on and on and on about Fallout. The Outer Worlds is really good. Now, okay, if you want a game that feels a lot like the Outer Worlds, you need to play New Vegas because it's made by the same team. Obsidian made Fallout New Vegas. And in fact, in the promos for the Outer Worlds, the original promos, they weren't necessarily throwing shade, but they in the tagline it did say from the team that brought you Fallout New Vegas, and I think it said something like the most beloved Fallout game of all time. So like, they weren't necessarily throwing shade, but they want people to know, like the most successful Fallout game came from them, and now they've made a space game. To me, The Outer Worlds, which is a phenomenal game, feels like if you took Fallout and it had a hookup with Firefly and they had a baby. That's, to me, that's what The Outer Worlds is. If you took New Vegas and Firefly and they had a baby, you would get The Outer Worlds. And I've said that quite a few times on my stream before when I've streamed The Outer Worlds. That's a really good game. I need to get back into streaming that. I haven't really had a lot of time because I've been streaming a lot of like Fallout and Skyrim and World of Warcraft. Believe it or not, you guys, I hate saying this, I haven't played any World of Warcraft since the last time we streamed it. I think I updated the beta. I really need to get into that. I really do, because I hate the idea of getting, early access to the beta and then I don't do anything with it. I literally got my character from Stormwind to, not Stormwind, from Dalaran to the new land, parked my character at the opening quest, and that's it. And I haven't even showed you guys any of that content. It took me all of 10 minutes, because it would have taken less probably, but I was competing with everyone who was in the beta hopping in right then. I'm not going to investigate the airport. That's just too much. I'm just going to run over here and look around. I'm really trying to skirt the area as best I can. Now, Robbie, other than the Outer Worlds, what other games have you played lately? Y'all guys know me, I'm a kaleidoscope when it comes to games. I just like gaming. Ooh, we've got train cars here. Hello, let's go have a look-see, a little look-see-loo. The new expect for, Final Fantasy XIV. I completely forgot you played that game. I'm not yucking anyone's yum. It's a good game. It's a solid game. If it wasn't, it wouldn't be as successful as it is. It's not my thing, and only because I prefer more reactive games. I prefer a faster pace, so to speak. And in my own personal experience and opinion is that game, the GCDs aren't nearly as fast and reactive as I would like, and I have a hard time, like me, I tend to fixate, I am one of those, if I play a character for 20, 30, 40 levels, even 10 levels really, I kind of imprint on that character. BioShock Infinite. Okay, cool. I think you're going to like it. I've never played it myself, but I've seen a few clips of people playing, and it looks really interesting. I just bought the remastered anthology, so that might enter the roulette wheel of insanity that I call gaming. But like I do this with World of Warcraft even. Like I'll play a character and I tend to like imprint on not just the character itself, but I create like a whole headcanon in how I view the character. Is there anybody else? I feel like there was one more. Maybe I'm wrong. And I don't dual spec my characters in World of Warcraft. I don't like that. I don't like spending so long learning how to play a character for them to be like, oh, you can add a new spec and you can like play one way on, and it's and I understand it's situational for people who play the game as an MMO. I don't play World of Warcraft as an MMO. As you guys have seen countless times, I get real dark and twisty when people decide to help me in that game. I don't care if I die. I'd rather not be helped. I will die on that hill, literally. But my thing is like, one of the things that Final Fantasy does that I'm not a fan of is, oh shit, I'm about to get my ass whooped. Maybe not. I knew I saw more. Is you'll get to, I believe, like level 20 or 30, and then they change your character, basically. You get a different job, as they call it. See, I like playing multiple characters. I'm a bit of an altaholic. And I also like, I don't like the idea that after I've played it for so long and gotten used to it and built this whole headcanon up on my character, they switch jobs, basically, and you have to learn to play your character a different way. I don't like that. And I specialize my characters, basically. Like, each one of my tunes will be a specific type of tune. Like, I get that, you know, characters can be every class. And they do the same thing in ESO, so it's not like they're the only game that does that. But I prefer, like, if I decide to play a warrior, in my mind, that's what they're going to be till the end of time. And then, like, I don't ever play tanks or healers because I play the game as a single player experience. And so by playing it as a single player experience, I don't need dual specs or new versions of what I'm already doing. Oh, I can't pick that lock. Dang it. Oh, I hear doggies. You guys see that little ghoul teabagging someone? Oh, there's a super mutant over here. Oh, there he is. Does he see me? He does not. But he sees me now. Anyway, yeah, the only time I ever dual spec a character now is if I'm playing Legion content for World of Warcraft. And that's only because that's part of the campaign. I'll run through all the artifact quest lines, and in each artifact you have to run in a different spec for that class. And as soon as I get the artifact, that's it. I go right back to the initial spec that I built the tune on, and then I never touch that spec again. Sometimes I don't even do that. Sometimes I don't even do the full artifact quest line. I just do the one for the main artifact that I want to use, and that's it. And again, I'm not saying that my way is the right way. I'm not saying it's the wrong way. It's just the way I play it. My whole thing is I can't stand when someone's like, oh, well, by playing the game that way, you're basically breaking it, or you're not playing it how you're supposed to be playing it. And I'm like, if I pay $15 a month, I can play it however the hell I want, you know? Like, when people say, oh, well, you don't raid or you don't dungeon, so you're not a real gamer. I'm like, first of all, fuck you for saying that. Second of all, I do raid and I do dungeon. Now, I'm very interested in the mechanic of having followers go with you into dungeons. Now, that I am 1,000% behind. I just...
Hear of anything weird happening lately or what?
Yeah, you talking to me, dude. I just don't like playing with living people. I've never, ever played well with other people. Even as a child, I didn't like being around other children that much. I liked being by myself a lot of the time. My mom used to tell her friends all the time that I was probably her best kid in that sense, because I could be left alone and I would just thrive. But that's me. I'm not saying my way is the right way. I'm saying it's the right way for me. You know? Some people, they thrive on certain games that I would never. And that is totally fine. That is okay. Whatever makes you happy, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, do that. If you want to, you know what, if you, I didn't realize I actually hit it. If you guys want to play Final Fantasy and actually like role play it like you are that character, and you want to speak in the voice and everything, and you're just alone in your house, you're not bothering nobody. Do that shit. If you want to play World of Warcraft and you want to only PvP, be the best damn PvPer you can possibly be.
What are you gonna do for Foundation, huh? You either pull your weight or you can screw off.
Bye. First of all, anyone who talks to me like that obviously instantly has a nose ring. And she does. She's one of, you know what she's giving me? She's giving me vibes of she's been a bookworm her whole life, and now she doesn't even tie her own shoes. Bitch, don't talk to me. She don't even tie her own shoes. Anyway, so yeah, I play my game my way. And it works for me. Part of it is also my work schedule kind of dictates a little bit how I play my game. You know, it's hard to set up group content when I have to be in bed by 6 o'clock. You know? Now, on the one hand, do I hate going to bed at 6 o'clock and waking up at 2 a.m.? Yes and no. I hate getting up at 2 a.m., but I don't hate going to bed at 6 o'clock. I'm an old man now. I'm not rushing towards the grave. I'm limping towards it, okay? Because Boomer is old. Boomer is tired. Boomer is weak now. Boomer wants a cup of hot tea and some Murder, She Wrote. That's what Boomer wants. That's what Boomer needs in this life. But yeah, I hate having to, I really do hate having to go to bed so early and wake up so early. That being said, it pays the bills. Oh, ah! Jesus! I was not prepared for that. And anything that pays the bills, it's got to take precedent. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. If I was able to turn what I'm doing now into a viable career, oh shit! Oh, he just sat there and waited for me. He's like, just end it. I'll take that machete. If all of a sudden I woke up tomorrow and it had like 1,000 subs and I got affiliate status and I was able to turn this into a career, oh, trust and believe the first thing I would do is buy a bunch of stock in the company I work in and then go down to like 2 or 3 days a month. Like just a couple of days a month at my day job, and I would throw myself heartily into streaming. If this was my source of income, this would get, you know, and I would also, like, if I suddenly was able to turn this into a career, I wouldn't be going to bed at 6 o'clock in the evening. I'd probably be going to bed like at least 10 or 11 and getting up later and streaming more days a week and longer, because this would become my job. A much funner job, in my opinion, because I love gaming. But yeah, until such time arises, you know, the day job takes precedent. And because of that, I'm not able to do a lot of group content, nor do I want to. Honestly, if I'm being honest, you guys know how I feel about that. I don't even like it when I'm out in the world and someone casually walks by and like taps one of my kills. That bothers the shit out of me. This light is giving me halos. It's driving me nuts. Just looking around, just seeing what's about. I'm trying to make my way to Flatwoods. We're going to, since we can't continue the quest line right now for Polly and Duchess and Saul, we're going to continue the quest line for looking for the Overseer. I really wanted to wait until after we dealt with the Wayward quest line to do the Overseer quest line. I really did. Let me look. Let's stop for a second. Let's look in our data here. What do we got? First contact and miscellaneous. Read the nightclub advertisement. That is, I believe, some new content for something that just dropped. I don't really want to do that yet. What about side quests? Oh, you know what? Yeah. Let's do this one and this one. Let's do those two. All right, dailies. I better tomorrow, or we're not worried about the giant teapot. Okay, so okay. Now I'm here. I need to go. I really went the wrong direction. It's way up here. All right, so I can actually go to my. Well, actually, I think this one might be closer. Let's go here, and we'll go find what the key unlocks. How about that? This is a little bit of content for the shelters. Yeah. There was always, in this direction, which we're about to get to in just a minute, there was always a vault down here. I actually am trying to recall whether or not you could go in said vault. I don't recall whether or not you could actually enter the vault. We've got vertebrates outside my window right now. Sorry about that. But there's a road all the way from down there. It's not a great road, but you know, it's been 25 years since the bombs fell. 29, I think, actually. And then you come up here, and there's like, they've got like a volleyball court out here, what's left of one. And it pays to kind of look around, because there's a few things you could pick up. And some of it is like placed items by Bethesda, and some of it is like RNG stuff. Oh, incidentally, you guys, I don't know if you guys have a Spotify account or what, but there's a podcaster named Lex Friedman, and about a year or so ago, he did a interview with Todd Howard, and I watched the video version of it because he has it on YouTube. And I remember being struck by what a good interview it was, because this guy really asks some of the typical questions, like what's your favorite quest and what kind of stuff did you run into as problems when you were building the game. But he also asks some really interesting questions. And you learn, yeah, this is Vault 51, you learn a little bit about what goes into building the game, and you learn also that while Todd is the face of Fallout and the Elder Scrolls, he is by no means the guy who picks the prices for Creation Club content. He is just a guy who is a big time video gamer and loves to play video games, loves to make video games. It's all he's ever wanted to do, and he's lucky enough to do it. Now, everyone assumes that, you know, he's the guy who in charge of all the bad decisions at Bethesda because he's very vocal about how he, we're not going to push that button because that's to actually go into Vault 51, and we're not doing that. We're not doing all that. But, he made a point of telling people, you know, before he got into gaming, he went to college and got a business degree. That's all true, but he's not the part of Bethesda that makes decisions to come up with an item shop or to charge X amount of dollars for the things. And I hate when people ask him about those decisions. Like, he didn't make that decision. He makes the game. I'm not saying that there aren't problems with the game. I'm just saying I hate it when people blame someone for something they had no part in, you know, and then he has to like smile and put on a face and try to justify something that he had no part in. All right, we got a chem station, a cooking stove. That's spoiled meat. Ew, that's gross looking. Ooh, we got some actual like pre-war food in here. All right, let's talk to Mr. Clark. Oh, water. Someone got water out of the toilet, which seems to be a working toilet. Actually, I don't think we have to talk to Clark. I'm trying to find this radio that's playing this music. Oh, there it is. Turn that off. Are those skulls? What is that? I think that's skulls. I think he's got... That's crazy. That's a really cool looking trophy thing. Mr. Gill's safe. We found this key on a body in a cabin right shortly after we left Vault 76. Alright, we got a holotape with passwords. Terminal Helen. I'm just looking to see what else is in here worth grabbing. Can you shoot the balloons? You most certainly can! Oh, that's fun! Oh, I love that for me! Are there more? I want to shoot more. I want to shoot more. Can you shoot this guy? No. Oh, look, a lady bobblehead, and you can't grab it at all. That sucks. She holding a lighthouse? That's so cool. I want that. I want that. I want that. That's got to be an item shop item. That's got to be. I guess we'll use the terminal. Shelters Information Hub. Welcome to the Shelters Information Hub. Select an option below to learn more. Basic information. Shelters are expansions for your camp that come ready to be customized. They're the perfect sanctuary for industrious architects and those who want a little peace and quiet from the dangers of Appalachia. Whether you're interested in building gravity-defying structures with our relaxed workshop restrictions, decorating your new home with the finest furniture Appalachia has to offer, or rigging up maniacal mazes full of traps to stave off home invaders, Shelters has something for you. Building in shelters will feel a bit different than building in Appalachia. In order to give our customers total control over their shelters, we've chosen to alter some workshop restrictions. You can take advantage of relaxed snapping and support restrictions to build mind-bending structures or discard gravity altogether and place items in mid-air. Kind of like Place Everywhere. For those seeking a more traditional building experience, snapping rules can be enabled at any time in the workshop. Please note that some categories like food, water, allies, and resources are currently unavailable in shelters. I think they're actually, now you can make food and water. I think you can, but allies and stuff, you can't. And this is just, and I'll be able to show you guys what they're talking about. Dweller and dweller violence, find your friends, exiting a shelter, communications logs. Here we go. Network interference detected. at December 7th, 2102. The Vault 51 internal network is unavailable. You do not have the appropriate clearance to reach this network. End automated Vault-Tec system message. And analyzing unfamiliar network. I've detected human activity on this network. Greetings, new Overseer candidate. Please proceed to Vault 51 to begin the Overseer selection process. See, you really need to come here before you go into Vault 51. Vault 51 has been in the game since the game started. I used to come here all the time and loot the area, but when they added the shelters, they added a way for you to go into Vault 51, and there's a little bit of content. We might run it, we might not. It just depends. Test 2. Can you hear me now? I believe this is. I believe that this is. Let me start from the bottom because that's the oldest sales pitch. Jameson, now that the system's functional, we need to iron out our sales pitch. Marketing likes shelters, the home of the future. We're having posters made to advertise. Make sure Harold's bot learns the phrase too, since it'll be interacting with customers. A couple of the guys from management will be making the trek out there to see the claim center soon. Just hang tight for now and make sure the bot's keeping the place clean. We're in the claim center right now. Is anyone out there? Anyone left on the network? This is Jameson at the Appalachian Claim Center. Something crazy happened here, some kind of attack. I can't get in touch with my family or any of the office landlines. Please tell me someone's out there to get this. Me and another engineer are down here with our claim center's bot. We're gonna stay inside as long as we can, at least until the phones are up and running again. Hopefully this will all blow over soon. Trying again. Our bot says the network's still operational, but it's been radio silenced since last month. Appalachia's toast. We haven't seen any sign of life in weeks. I'm not sure how much longer we can hang on here. We tried to find a way into Vault 51, but it's locked up tight. Even its communications network is inaccessible from the outside. I still haven't heard from my family. At this point, I guess it's pretty obvious why not. If anyone's out there, I hope you've had better luck. Jameson. We can't stay here. It's getting bitterly cold, and we've been having bad luck finding food. This will be my last message on the Claim Center network. If you see this, come find us. Our names are Jameson Grillo and Aaron Brady. We're going to follow the Potomac south, hopefully towards a warmer climate. I feel bad about leaving Mr. Clark, but he refuses to desert his post. I hope the poor guy won't turn into Russ waiting for customers who aren't coming. See you out there. Test 1. Can you hear me in there? So someone sent them a message finally. Vault 51 internal network is unavailable. You do not have the appropriate clearance to reach this network. So someone finally started trying to talk to them, and they weren't here to get the message. And this last one that we read, that was the first one we read, but this last one here is saying that someone finally came here. It might be us, actually. This might be us. And now we have to proceed to Vault 51 to begin the Overseer selection process. So let's go do that. Oh, wait. We forgot to check the last thing. Ruben's notes. Ruben was the guy who we found in that cabin. Log entry 1. Well, here I am. I've only been out of that damn vault a week, and I'm already back at its front door. It gives me the creeps knowing it's right there. But if I'm going to get back in, it'll pay off to have a base this close. I thought this was some kind of Vault-Tec control center for watching us in 51. Joke's on me, I guess. It's some kind of dumb real estate project with the world's most annoying marketing bot running it. Just my luck to get stuck with another stupid robot. Now that this terminal's working again, I guess I'm out of excuses to put off trying to reach the 51 network. Here goes nothing. Turns out the 51's network's protected with a crazy firewall that I can't get past. I guess that's probably to be expected. Still, I think going through the network is my best shot at getting back in. I know from experience that there's no way out through the walls. All I can do is keep trying. I think the marketing bot might be helpful. Maybe I can use its internal network to contact 51. I gotta get this done quick, then move the hell on. I'm having trouble sleeping knowing that 51's right outside. It makes me think too much. So, this guy is from 51. He left and came back and tried to get back in. Whether or not he did or not, that's a whole nother story, because we found his body when we left Vault 76 in a cabin right outside, basically. Let me take a sip of my drink. I sat outside and watched Vault 51 for a long time today. Hours, I guess. Time doesn't mean much these days. It looks surprisingly peaceful from out here. Almost beautiful. All my hacking attempts have been unsuccessful so far. The 51 network's locked up tight. It makes me wonder if any of these messages we sent from inside ever actually made it out. So I think they were the ones that were saying, hello, are you receiving this? I finally gathered enough supplies that I can start doing real work on the terminal. Mr. Clark got all up in arms about me tampering with a confidential network, but he can't stop me. I just want to end this. So why is he trying to get back into Vault 51? Well, it worked. I got into the 51 network a few days ago. I wish I felt relieved, but the messages I got back made me nervous. It wasn't all automated. I haven't slept since. So he's expecting only automated responses, like he's not expecting people to be in the vault, and he's from the vault? That's telling. Mr. Clark has been complaining of memory issues since I got that message from the 51 network. His speech patterns keep changing too. I thought it was just his hardware starting to go, but when he called me Mr. Candidate instead of Mr. Gill, I feel like Zax is in there with me. It's like 51 all over again. Maybe this whole thing was a mistake. I need a damn drink. The houses near here are picked clean, but maybe I can find something in one of the towns. I need more building supplies anyway. I could use a couple turrets in here or something, just in case. It's an excuse to get out of 51's shadow, if nothing else. So, who is Zax? Alright, so now I guess we gotta go investigate 51.
Oh, a visitor. Oh, I thought this day would never come. I haven't had a visitor in ages. Welcome to the Appalachian Shelters Claim Center, visitor. I'm called Mr. Clark. It's my job to help eager new customers such as yourself take your first step into the miraculous world of shelters. Oh, cursory analysis suggests you are likely here to... Goodness, forgive my tone. I'm experiencing some memory issues. As I was saying, a bright-eyed visitor like yourself must be here to claim your free shelter today. Is that right?
Yes, I'm here for shelter. Actually, I have a few questions first.
Naturally. Not to worry, visitor. I'm equipped to answer most basic questions from my customers. How can I help you today?
You said you're experiencing memory issues?
Yes, unfortunately so. My network was recently used to... it seems I can't exactly remember what caused it. But rest assured, candidate. Visitor, memory issues notwithstanding, I'm eager to help usher you into the world of shelters.
He almost called me candidate. What are you doing here?
I was programmed to distribute shelters from this claim center, and I intend to do just that. I've been waiting for a customer like yourself for ages. The apocalypse did put a bit of a damper on my sales projections, but with your arrival, it seems my troubles are over.
Alright, do you know anything about the vault outside?
That's Vault 51. I don't know much about it, I'm afraid. The vault was sealed along with the others in Appalachia, but only one person ever emerged. His name was Mr. Gill. He lived here for a while, observing Vault 51. Something inside interested him. I believe he was investigating... Oh, I'm sorry. Most of my memories regarding Vault 51 are corrupted. I think Mr. Gill kept notes on the claim center terminal, if you'd like to know more.
Other people have been here?
A few over the years. 2 of the scientists who were working on the shelters project before the war used this claim center to hide from the bombs. They left, in search of greener pastures once the blasts were over, and I never saw them again. The claim center was empty for a long time after that. Mr. Gill is the only other person who's ever been inside, aside from yourself, of course. Such a shame. So much good marketing gone to waste.
That's all I needed to know about this.
Then on to more pleasant business, visitor. Are you interested in registering as a shelter owner and claiming your free shelter today?
Yes, I'd like to claim my free shelter.
Splendid! Oh, before I can distribute your shelter to you, you'll need to register as a shelter owner. The terminal in the back will guide you through it. Once you've finished registering, return to me, and I'll distribute your free shelter to you.
Okay, so now we go back to this registration system. Here we go. Register new owner. Alright, now we'll go back to Clark, who is, as we can see, losing his damn mind.
It looks like you successfully registered as a shelter owner. Congratulations, visitor. A marvelous new world of home expansion awaits. I'll distribute your free shelter to you, along with some materials to build your shelter entrance, as a personal thank you for being my customer. Before we part ways, visitor, is there anything else I can help you with?
No.
Then allow me to extend a warm Shelters Claim Center farewell to you, along with my thanks for being my first customer. Enjoy your new home, visitor.
All right. So the first shelter, which is the one that I have parked outside of my camp, is this one that we're in. You've got this little antechamber here, and then you've got this larger room right here. And then the other ones are available through the item shop, the other additions, and I don't have all of them. I have like I think 1 or 2 others. And they some of the same ones have different entrances. Like instead of it being just like, you know, a hatch in the ground like this one, sometimes they're like a doorway, or sometimes they're like a Brotherhood of Steel building with something inside of it. I don't think I can actually go in here without hitting that button. I don't really feel like exploring Vault 51 today. I really don't. I just don't. I'm slowly but surely increasing my runtime for my character. Every time... I swear I heard something.
Ahoy!
Ha ha ha! Robbie, I'm gonna kick your ass. Scared the shit out of me with that. But every time you level up your character, you don't just get like a bump in your abilities. You also get a little bit of bump in your agility points, or AP, and that's what's in the lower right hand screen. And in the live version, in the live servers of the game, if you jump or run or use your VATS, you end up burning through it. Also, if you're over encumbered, just walking, you don't necessarily walk slower, I don't think, but you do
Emotional damage!
absolutely. You do end up burning through it as well. What is that? Just making sure it wasn't alive. We don't like alive. Alright, so. Oh, that's a stump. I was like, is that somebody? Ooh, 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 get down. I just saw bugs. I don't like bugs in this game.
Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation. Now that the world has gone to shit, the rich gonna be poor and the poor gonna be rich?
You would think. There's always people who have money and or power who are never content to give that up. That's just the way the real world works. All right, so we have choices. I actually like that. I saw a video, I believe on TikTok the other day, where someone actually spooled that into like a really cool epic build up with lots of other instruments and whatnot. Very atmospheric. All right, so we need to figure out what we want to do now. Main, I'm supposed to craft a weapon. Well, shit. Oh, speaking of which, now that we've hit level 10, we can use that machine gun. I like that. I'm excited for that. So, we're going to travel back to our camp real quick, which is way down here. No, actually even further. Oh, we ain't worried about that. We're gonna go to our camp. And we're gonna craft a weapon so we get our XP and our Quan from that.
And
Power. The Swedish people like a power.
A few moments later.
How are you today, Eric? Wait, where the fuck am I? Ooh, I'm not in a place I need to be. Not in a place I need to be. Bad guys. All I got to say about that. Bad guys. There we go. Okay, weapons workbench. We're going to craft a weapon. If I can. I probably don't have anything nice I can make. Okay, blunt edged machine guns. I can make a short hunting rifle. Oh, I can make a syringer. They just said craft a weapon. Let's just make a board. How about that? There's my XP. Okay, so what else do we have to do? Hannah and Shelby. I'm not doing it again. Although, that being said, I did have a lot of fun with you the last time you were on here and we did all that. I need to upload that clip to my TikTok channel, and then I also need to upload it to Twitter and tag Trixie and Katya. You know, I do this thing every couple of months where I think of like a whole bunch of topics for and then I put them on Twitter and I add Trixie and Katya, and for 23 minutes I trended because one of them, I want to say it was Katya, liked it. And I had like a couple of retweets, and for 23 minutes I trended. I was so proud of that. I was like, you know what? I may not be I may not be the one, but I am someone. I was very proud of that. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go and what I want to do. Oh, we had said we were going to do the overseer stuff. So, okay. Let's do... Alright, so I have to listen to the overseer's log from the camp. Alright, let's do this.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but mutated animals, haywire bots, no people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in what I can confirm is hostile territory.
Hostile.
Fortunately, Vault-Tec was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored.
I love
ready
to shop
be
the
placed
Klarna.
down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer, signing off.
All right, so our next leg of the journey is going to be the town of Flatwoods, which we knew. We've been done new. That's why I haven't been to Flatwoods yet. I want to do this in order. A Nuka-Cola, a Nuka Cherry. Actually, I have a daily to drink 2 of those, so we might just do that. We might have one and have another one later. In the meantime, we need to get to Flatwoods, and the closest, quickest way is from the camp. We need to do that real quick. You're crazy, step on. Step on. I want to say something funny about that, but I'm trying really hard to like focus and actually get you guys some content. Well, it depends on where you're from, really. I do say aunt.
But how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I have to put on patrol day and night?
First of all, cut your hair. You're not a soldier with that long pony. We got ourselves a bad machine here. He was just sitting there looking around like, where's that coming from? Now I'm going to need, I remember the very first time I ever played Fallout 76, I approached this area in the dark and didn't see the pooches. I didn't see these dogs, and I didn't even know how many were attacking me. Obviously, I died. It took me forever to get through this little area here. Welcome to Flatwoods. I have this sign in my new camp, actually. It's pronounced Robbie, Eric. The fang is silent. And now Robbie's gonna be like, shut up, he can call me whatever he wants.
Looks like it might rain later.
You know what I just... Okay, so Eric, you'll get this reference. Robbie, I don't know if you watched the show or not, but you guys know I'm a big Golden Girls fan. But when I said the fang is silent, it made me think of the scene when they're in the funeral home, and he's like, it's Puff Pfeiffer, the P is not silent. And then 5 seconds later, Sophia's like, hey, Puff Pfeiffer, how would you like a punch in the face? It's pronounced bitch. Does she have dialogue? Apparently not. Okay, fine. Screw you, girl. Shit. got him. There's one more. There's one more. Oh, hello. I don't care about the red stags. I really don't. There's gonna be... Oh, hello. Oh, well, you're gonna die. You know, if I was really mean, I'd blow the damn car up. Jesus. They just don't want to die. I thought there was... Oh, yeah, there are. I was like, I knew there were bodies over here. I guess they were just out here playing baseball and then got into a fight and one of them bludgeoned the other one with a bat. I think the mole rats got to him. I think they were playing baseball and the mole rats got to him. That being said, I don't see any, like, bases. How can you be friends with this weirdo we were watching? Guys, she's it's true. I'm on a mission from God. Oh my god, that's so funny. You guys are cracking me up today. On my last stream, Robbie cracked me up so much. He had me rolling. And you know what? Of course, the way my mind works, I just went somewhere. The episode, I think it's the drugs episode from where Trixie's trying to talk about rolling a bean, and she's like, they did a rolling and everyone started laughing at her, and she's like, what? I'm not a druggie. Which is funny because as the years have gone on, she's opened up about lots of drug use. Like, we always thought that Katya was the one, you know? We always thought Katya was the one. That was like the worldly one with all the knowledge of illicit chemicals and whatnot. And come to find out the whole time, it was Trixie. It was Trixie the whole time. Oh, we have music. Let's turn that off. Gym session notes.
Arm day. 3 sets of 12 reps. Let's see. Dumbbell bicep curls, tricep extensions, and back extensions, yeah. Little heap out of lack of proper equipment. No bother. Chin up. Only 8 more luxury coffins to make quota in backwoods. I mean flatwoods. Be difficult given the financial situation around here.
As in no finances.
One of our friends are Chinese. I'll be back on the plane to Ipswich in a fortnight.
Ipswich.
That'll be the bench press today. Yeah,
I can't. I love that. I'm the one. I love that song, and I really wish I could do the whole thing. But I can't. You know what'll happen if I recite the whole thing. I'll get in trouble. I don't want to break anyone's copyright laws. And Trixie and Katya have had conversations about that rap, and Katya wrote that. And she gets paid every time it gets played, so even if she's not performing to it, it's her song.
Don't get you, the rad's well.
And for someone who's not creative, Katya freaking killed with that. She killed that whole challenge. She pissed all over it. Everyone was like, are you kidding me? That damn rad possum is gross sounding.
Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up.
Maybe I should talk to this guy. Hello.
Fair for even more settlers moving
Nope,
in.
apparently not. You know, I would love it if in the next update or something, they did something with the Greene County Lodge. Maybe the town of Flatwoods it gets invaded by something, and the Greene County Lodge is where like all the people and the new responders set up shop. This would be a good location for like a really good hub. Ah! Oh no! Ah! My hip firing sucks, doesn't it? Flatwoods is kind of like I always said if I wasn't married by the time I... Oh, yes! Well, girl, which is it? I'm getting nervous. Like, Alyssa Edwards and Sharon Needles need to have their own show. I feel like they had really good chemistry in that little makeup thing they did. That was event television, really. Okay, we're gonna listen to a story.
Is this thing on? Great. Hello, survivors of this garbage dump. I'm Sophie, and this is my stupid survivor story. This dumb shit go. Oh yeah. Before the bombs, I was a librarian, and now I can read everything all the time. Whee! Look at me! I'm lucky. Wait, no. Maybe it's one of those farmers who prepared for the end times.
We've got cows.
Sort of religious thing. Yeah, that's right. No, I got it. I was a sweet little kid and lived off some cat food containers in a super duper mart for months near my parents' rotting carcasses. Nobody came.
Hard work.
Nobody. I learned how to deal. You should too. The responders are a joke. Nobody helps anybody anymore. Get a grip. If you're not a total idiot, you get out of this dump before the responders get you killed. Leave the sick behind. We're better off. Trust me. Whiny babies stay here and play make-believe, but anyone with half a brain will go up to the mountains and drop the dead weight. Delbert already tried to stop me. Sorry to say nobody will be around to teach you how to eat shit now, Flatwoods.
Hate is misty.
Bye, suckers. Love always, Sophie.
So she apparently did something bad to Delbert, which we'll find him in a minute. And then either she defends herself to death, or someone else killed her because that was her body we just found. I wish these damn cows would stop talking to me. I'm not interested. Oh, there's a dead cow. I'm interested in dead cows because they give you hide, which you can use for leather armor, which I prefer over any other kind of armor. I'm grabbing everything because right now I'm so low level, I need all of the materials I can find. A bag of chlorine. Okay, well there's that. Actually, I really believe in what I just said. I feel like maybe not even the same kind of format as but I feel like Alyssa Edwards and Sharon Needles had something in terms of like on-screen chemistry. I feel like they could have done a good job with their own series. Okay, we've got more bodies out here and a hatchet. They've been burying bodies. There's quite a few graves out here, actually. Another survivor story. Dasa Ben Ami.
We call it the Great War now. It's not been long. Things have been rough. Welcome to Survivor Stories. I'm Dasa Ben Ami, a responder. I've been working with the responders for a couple of years now. I'm from Charleston originally, so it was easy to join up. What
wasn't easy was the work. Rebuilding Appalachia from the rubble while survivors flock to us regularly from all over. So many have come and gone. Their stories untold, their names lost to time. I thought we should preserve this history somehow. I decided to ask people to record their thoughts, their stories, anything they want to preserve forever. I'll call this series The Survivor Stories. I'll start with me. I was an anthropology PhD student at Vault Tech University, final year. I was printing my thesis when I heard the sirens. I thought for sure my father, a Vault Tech employee, could take us all with him, but only 2 reservations came through. I refused to go. My little brother went to the vault. They could not persuade me, though they tried. In the end, I pushed them inside and that was it. After that, I went back home to Charleston and, well, survived. Eventually, the responders formed and I signed up right away. It was so hard. The flood was devastating. Relocating to Morgantown Airport and now Flatwoods has been... I remain optimistic. Been with them now for, I guess 2 years. We have big plans. We can do so much to help.
That's the right attitude.
Maybe, just maybe, we can rebuild enough to be okay. And in the meantime, I will continue to record stories of survivors when I can. We are your history. This is Gossip Been on Me, signing off for now.
The stories that you come across are really heartbreaking. They get worse. They get a lot worse. There's one for one kid. I think he just calls himself Colonel or some shit like that. Some of the stories are very heartbreaking. That's the thing I love about Fallout is you'll hear these stories and you'll see these stories and they're just heartbreaking. Step 1, learning how to forgive yourself. I wouldn't have survivor's guilt. I don't think. Now that being said, I kind of dealt with survivor's guilt a little bit when my husband died. Dear Daddy, if you read this, I'm now staying in the bell tower in the church. I've cereal and games and a sleeping bag for both of us. I will be waiting. Love you, Colonel. Dear Dad, I wrote you a letter last month and Delbert asked me to write you another letter. He said it will find you. I just wanted to say that I'm doing okay. Everybody's taking care of me. I miss you. Sorry, Tabitha. Ha ha ha. They are all dead and you hurt them. They suffered because of you. Cuddles, Sophie. Sophie lost her damn mind. Sorry, my name is Tabitha and I'm an addict. I was told this kind of thing can help me recover. I don't know what this is actually. I'm just gonna ignore that one. Last one from Colonel. I forgive you, Dad. I get it now. Taking care of kids is hard, and it was too hard for you. You were young, and it was just too much. I get it. I do. I'm an adult now, too, and well, it took a long time to understand why you did it. I'm not mad, though, but I'm gonna do the opposite of what you did. I'm gonna find kids and make sure they're okay. I love you. I forgive you, but you don't need to come home anymore. Colonel. And the stories are just heartbreaking. As you go through Flatwoods and other towns and you find the stuff left behind by the survivors, you're like, these people, they really went through it. It was hard on them. It really was. Unlock that. soap on a rope, and antlers. I never understood why they have so many freaking antlers everywhere in this game. I've never understood that. Last Will and Testament of Jeremiah Ward. Resident in the town of Flatwoods, county of not sure. Being of sound mind and not acting under duress, mostly. Here, so let it be my last will and testament. Maya gets the house and everything in it. Lord Jesus, there's a lot of shit going on in this game. Take that bear. Nothing there. Okay. I know, our language really is nuts. Like, I was just talking about this the other day, but like buffet and buffet are spelled exactly the same and pronounced differently.
This, fix that. Never seems to end.
Hello?
If you need some ammunition, I can help.
Oh, okay. I've been running low. I'll take it.
There you go. Just don't let it go to waste.
All right, now's my turn to Survivor Story, Miguel Caldera.
Hello, person in the distant future. Dasa told us these tapes would be used as historical records. Pretty nifty. So my name is Miguel Caldera. Let's see, my story begins in an office. I used to be a programmer at Vault-Tec, one of many. Nobody special, you see. And and that's okay. I used to stare out that window by the coffee machine and think, shucks.
Oh shit! Oh! We picked a holotape up.
We bring you the final chapter of...
We haven't listened to the first one. All right, let's go back to Miguel Caldera.
Hello.
Try this again.
Dasa told us these tapes would be used as historical records someday. Pretty nifty. So my name is Miguel Caldera.
Set a trap for the you-know-whos.
My story begins in an office. I used to be a programmer at Vault-Tec, one of many. Nobody special, you see. And that's okay. I used to stare out that window by the coffee machine and think, shucks, I wish I could leave this job and hike in the woods every day. I dream about walking the Appalachian Trail, setting up camp wherever I liked, and traveling with close friends. Dreams kept me going. And, well, when the bombs fell, I was terrified, just like anybody else. I wasn't in a vault, so I just, I had to figure it all out too. The responders found me. I had a little campsite, some supplies. I hacked the Protectron to guard me while I slept. I miss people. I did. It's been alright, The apocalypse and all. I know that seems weird, but I have freedom now. I can actually help people. I even met somebody. A volunteer who delivers supplies. Imagine that, right?
Ooh, I'm getting cold.
Even when you think everything is over, it's not. It goes on. I mean, it's awful too. Don't get me wrong. All the people dead and hurt. But those are things beyond my control. So, I'm making the best of it. These days,
Having peanuts.
people treat me like I matter because, well, there's so few of us. We can't afford to think otherwise.
That's true.
So for all you future people, just know that we lived through something horrible. But we did it. Somehow, we're alive. some of us made it, right? So hey, chin up, kiddo. You'll be okay. Okay?
Alright. Heather Ellis and Chloe.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwood. My God. There's no one here. The old tavern, the church, people were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected.
I did.
There's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But
Used
it
to
had
be.
green, glowing lesions, and its voice. Angry, tortured. We are one. What? Whatever happened here is beyond anything we expected. And we expected a lot. Before they were wiped out, the survivors called themselves the Responders. Looks like they were made of firefighters, police, emergency medical staff. They even have an automated system that speaks about treating water, food, survival. I'm doing their tests, and you should too. I know it's even worse than we imagined, but someone's got to know where the missile silos are and how to secure them. The Responders are the best lead we have. This is the Overseer, signing off.
So, Vault-Tec expected problems, but of course, like everything else in this game, the world delivered on a massive scale. Oh, hello. Good lord, the echo from that gunshot. Alright, let's hop down here real quick and talk to Mr. Robot. Hello, Mr. Robot.
With smarts and a little luck, you'll do just fine out there.
That isn't how we get warm on this channel.
While you're here, why not grab a stim pack or two?
Just get rid of a bunch of shit real quick. Damn, I got a bunch of crap I don't need.
That overseer lady said more people would be coming. It's nice.
I'm gonna be keeping that gun. I really need to just, almost said disenchant. I really need to, keep a lot of these and just, scrap them so I can learn recipes.
Hey, volunteer. If you need supplies, Bob got you covered.
I mean... Oh, no, I meant to keep those.
It sure is great to see living human beings again.
I'll get another pair, it's fine.
It sure is great.
What did I just
to
hear
see
outside?
living human beings again.
I'm trying my best to, like, keep one of everything. And there's a reason for all of that.
With smarts and a little luck, you'll do just fine out there.
Oh, I forgot about, plans. Ooh.
while you're
I need some,
why not grab a stim pack or two?
Potted plants. Pool table, pool cue. I really need, like, decorations for my camp, but he doesn't really have anything I want right now. Where's my drinkies? Alright, so now we've got to start the stuff for the responders. Oh, they've got some stuff in here. Tasty mutant hound stew. I don't need all this stuff, but I'll end up selling it. I don't mind turning a tidy profit. Report to Kesha McDermott. Wait. Oh, people directory. Here we go. Flatwoods River, 3 Church Road. Okay, now we gotta find her body. Free cooking lessons from Delbert. I hear another possum. And to quote, Dorothy Zbornak, possum is brain food. Login. Here we go. Kitchen patrol. Alapa chili. Uh-oh. I'm about to drop my peanuts here. This looks disgusting. Run diagnostics. Wow. Temperature control is broken, can't detect ribeye steaks properly. Potato soup properly, still says milk on the machine. Eject holotape, volunteer training program food. It won't let me. Oh, I got it. There we go. I can't pick that lock, and there's a recipe and food in there. Oh, there's a person in here.
Emotional damage.
Absolutely.
Money? Yeah. You want cash? My life's savings. I'll tell you where it is. Go to the graveyard behind the church. The rightmost grave. Stand on it.
I think Sophie did that to him. Sophie went on a... She had problems. She had real problems. She gave up.
Someone on the radio said there was a headless beast.
Oh, this dude scared me.
The lake. How exciting is that, man?
All right, we're looking for a tree stump. I see a log. Got it. I think I got it. I don't see it glowing. I might have already looted it from the area loot. Nope. There we go. Alright, I was right here. Oh, stump! Hello. This shit's not hollow. Oh! Hello! A reminder to myself.
The responders are good people. They're trying their damn best, for sure. Things aren't good, and stuff is getting worse. Anyway, this is a reminder to myself. A reminder that this gun, it's my insurance. Things get real bad, if the food runs out, or water runs dry. I get to decide how I leave this goddamn world. I'm not gonna let myself suffer. I'm not gonna die hungry and alone.
He died in a refrigerator. Alright, let's pick up this one.
Well, this is it, I guess. Rock bottom, I think they call it. I still miss him. Billy. I knew he was too young for me. But it made me feel good.
I don't like where this is going.
It's the old Billy I really miss. The one who used to do nothing all day with me but listen to the radio and drink. I should have got out sooner. When Billy and his buddies started torturing little cats and dogs. His friends were no good, but that didn't stop me anyway. I can't believe my wake-up call was watching people's heads get stuck up on spikes. So, what is an old gal like me to do? Steal all the food, steal all the cans, and get the hell out of there.
Billy was the one in the fridge.
I trade my last bite of food just to see the look on their faces. Oh, I know it's gonna piss off Billy's friends, but I don't give a damn. I tell myself I should feel sorry for the little town across the river. But if I'm being honest, then that's what the state is for. But don't really care. I call myself an addict, but it's Ken's that finally got me. It was always Billy.
Always Billy. Billy screwed her over, messed her up bad in the head. I mean, messed her up. Alright, let's go find Kesha's body. Every time I hear that name Kesha, I think of Kesha the singer. And what's funny is,
Automated warning to all responders. Mr. Farmhands are out of control. Evacuate civilians and take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
Again. Water testing kit. And here's her story.
DASA has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, you know. It seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha McDermott. When the bombs fell, I was in Watoga, coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy. After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic. Scavenging for food and fighting off rabid survivors.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Time all around. I found a couple of surviving kids from the high school whose parents didn't make it. We holed up in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solve the circuitry in an old radio and tuned into a broadcast from the responders. Oh, we were overjoyed. Flatwoods. It was rough for my job. The kids and I ran into animals in the mountains who stole our food and water. You how happy I was to find the responders in Flatwoods. Tents for everyone, open kitchens, medical supplies, protection. We were safe. They had a problem, though. Their water sources were contaminated heavily. People were boiling water, but not long enough to make it safe. So, I stepped up and I said, I'll build a testing kit to monitor the contamination, and I will teach folks how to properly boil water. And I did. The world is getting better, but slowly. We need to make sure it doesn't relapse too. It's going to take time and care, that's all. Well, time, care, and life.
Now, I would argue that because of the nature of the way they first made this game, 76 is better in terms of story sometimes. See, when 76 first launched, they didn't have any NPCs. What the fuck is... Oh.
Automated message. The Forest Watch detects all supervisors down. Good job. Responder team, proceed to the Ag Center and get to the mainframe. You need to reset the front-end targeting parameters. That should keep our people safe in the area.
Please
be careful.
I still hear more robots.
Law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear. All clear.
Damn, these guys don't play around. Jesus. There's one more running around in here.
It's just about time to eat.
Somebody's running around in here. There's a dead settler. But yeah, when the game first launched, there were no NPCs in the game. There was robots, like the ones we just killed, but there were no NPCs. And so in order for you to get the story, everything was told through notes and holotapes. So they put a lot of effort into telling these stories, and they really snatch you in. Fallout 76, a lot of people are like, oh, there's nothing to do, there's no people. I'm like, the point of the game when it first launched was you arrived and your whole objective was...
This area, all want to be setting up places like Foundation.
Your whole objective was to, like, find out what happened.
You, on the other hand, you jumped in and helped us out. And that kind of initiative won't go unnoticed.
Girl, hush. Okay, so look at this. You see...
all over.
You see the bears, right?
Hard work.
And you see what's on the box? Bethesda does this kind of shit all the time. They'll put these teddy bears in the wildest, most random positions and tell a story with them. And that one there was very easy to figure out what they were trying to say. Alright, let's drink and eat something real quick. Oh! I've eaten enough pre-war food to get some points. And we have hit rank 21! We can now buy something new from the Seasons menu, which that's the wrong button. Let's go to the Seasons real quick and see what we've got. Alright, Alright, this is the new stuff. These Tato lamps are kind of cool looking. Then you've got Blinky, the... No. I just want to examine it. Or... This is Blinky. I would say that if you're going to start out with a game that's kind of like the most modern Fallout, you probably want to start with Fallout 4. But if you want to start at the beginning where they became 3D, play 3, play New Vegas, play 4, and then play 76. Now, 76 is a free-to-play model. You buy the game, and then it's free-to-play, including all the content. I have a subscription fee of, like, I think it's $9 a month, and I play on a private server. But Fallout 4 is a really good game to sink your teeth into if you're just wanting to like dip your toes into Fallout. The stories are really good. I find of all the Fallout games, I like 4 the most, probably because I feel like their settlement building is a lot more robust. It's already got mod support for it, and a shit ton of mods. And if you were to come into playing Fallout 4 right now, oh shit. If you were to come to Fallout 4 right now, you would automatically have the version, the next gen update version, and a clean start, so you would probably have an extremely stable version of that game. I'm trying really hard to sneak here. It's very hard to sneak in this game when you're low level because you don't have good sneak skill. They're coming for me, Barbara. Those ghouls are like, we're coming for you, Barbara.
Terminating search.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Run! It would behoove anyone who's just coming into Fallout 76, take your time and really read all the notes, listen to all the holotapes, and do all of these little missions that pop up, these little events. Just looking now. So we've done the little quest there was to do here, fertile soil. And once you do it once, and some of them are like actual quests, and then after you do the quest, they unlock as dailies or side quests, you know, like repeatable events. Oh, we leveled up again. Maybe, God willing, we'll actually get some, a lockpicking ability. I think it's under intelligence. No lockpicking! This sucks so freaking bad. Maybe it's perception. I can't remember what lockpicks are under. I want to say they're under... Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. Pick lock. Yes. Okay, we should, theoretically, we should be able to actually pick the lock and get Polly her body. Unfortunately, we can't do that today because we're already 2 hours in. But Monday's stream, you guys, Monday's stream, we will definitely be able to do a little something, something. Got another. I hear something walk around in that water. It's a ghoul. It's probably a robust ghoul. We'll say that. There he be. Oh, there's more than one. Now, we changed the targeting parameters on the robots that are outside, but I think the ones on the inside in the building that we're currently in, they don't change. So now the goal is to just get out as fast as possible, basically. But not before I grab a couple of things. The water in here is not toxic, it's just nasty. So there's that. I really wish they'd done a little bit more content with this particular building that we're in, and they didn't. Daddy Joseph is in the house if you guys want to say hey. He just sat down. Oh, it's opened with a terminal. Oh, this terminal. Oh, okay. Previous cycle log, supervisor assignments. The crops must grow. I think the only time you're able to unlock these things is during a different event. Did you want to say hello?
Hello, everybody.
I've got Robbie and Eric and my lurkers in here right now. Robbie's been just making me laugh. Actually, they've both been making me laugh, but Eric has been throwing Trixie and Katya quotes. All right, I think we're gonna leave. I think we're good. We got everything done that we needed to. Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared me. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my God. Hi, friend. That really, I mean, God, that got me so good. Eric, if you're still watching, you need to clip that. Oh my God. I got hot. I hate jump scares. I hate when I come around a corner and there's just someone there. And the whole time I'm getting like the bejesus scared out of me. There's just rando 50s style music playing in the background. God, that scared the shit out of me. Ugh. I was not ready. Did you see me holler? Jump! Yeah. See, this is why I don't play scary video games. I get enough jump scares in a relaxing game like Fallout or Skyrim. How many times have you guys seen me sneaking around? I know, right? That's Robbie. He's been throwing sound alerts at me left and right. How many times have you guys seen me playing Skyrim and I turn around and there's like either a deer butthole or a saber cat or some shit like right there in my face. And I'm like, ah! So yeah, I don't need to play a scary video game, and yet I'm working on setting up a long playthrough of the first several Resident Evil games. I don't know what I'm thinking. Now, the first 3 original games, I can play them, and there's like a few jump scares, but I was having this conversation with a coworker at work today. I don't look at them as scary games. They are terrifying, but I don't look at them that way because as a kid, I played them to the point where they didn't scare me anymore. I would literally have dreams about being in a Resident Evil game and only having like a pocket knife. Like I used to dream about being in my school all the time, and it was full of zombies, and all I had was a pocket knife. And it's terrifying, you know, when you're having that dream, but when you wake up, you're like, that was so freaking stupid. I really... On the one hand, I'm supposed to be getting to a stopping point for the stream because, I mean, we're already like almost 10 minutes past, but on the other hand, I'm having fun. This is the thing about when the stream goes off without a hitch like it has the last couple of days. I love streaming. It's when it becomes problematic. You guys know when a game doesn't want to post to the channel or it doesn't want to maximize so I can actually play it. That's when it's like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. But when everything seems to go off without a hitch like it has lately, that's when I'm like, oh, this is so fun. I like doing this. That being said, it also makes me leery. You guys, I don't know if I've ever explained this to you, but I have something really wrong with my brain to where like, anytime something good happens, and Joseph will verify this, anytime something good happens, I immediately start like, something's gonna happen, something bad's gonna happen, something's gonna ruin it. Growing up, part of it is from my mother. She used to have this thing that she always said, which on the one hand, it kind of is the right mentality to have. She used to say all the time, expect the worst, but hope for the best. And that really is like a really smart way of looking at things. Can you not attack my cows? Thank you. Thank you. Rude. That is a smart way of looking at things. It means like, you know, even if bad things happen, you know, you can kind of prepare for bad things to happen, but you can always want good things to happen. And on the one hand, that's a smart way of approaching your day-to-day life in the world. I mean, it really is. That's a smart way of being ready for things. Like that. But having ADHD, I tend to not just over-traumatize, but dwell on things. I hear something. I hear something, but I don't know what I'm hearing. But like, because of that, I took it way too far of not just like, you know, being prepared, which is a good mindset to have, but I took it to basically mean that no matter how good things get in my life, bad things are gonna happen, you know? No matter what I do, bad things are gonna happen. And it doesn't help that being part of like organized religion, you know, being told constantly that no matter what I do, what kind of person I am, I'm still gonna go to hell regardless. It tends to like mess up your head. I forget where I was even going with that, you guys. You guys know me. I might start to say something, but I'm not going to finish it. I'm supposed to analyze the water testing kits. Okay. And we have to do that in the church. All right, we're going to park it in the church. Dragon was chasing him through Walmart. Wow. A dragon in Walmart. I mean, being in Walmart enough that's scary enough. That's scary enough. But a dragon included, that's crazy. I never really watched. I never really watched anyone else play video games. I tended to want to dive in myself. Now, the first system technically that we owned was the Atari 600. I think that's what it was. And it had like Pong with the paddles. I wanted no part of that. I played it like once or twice and then I was like, I need more. This is not good. This is boring. I can go outside and watch grass grow and be more entertained. But then when I was like 5 or 6, my mother and my stepfather at the time, they got us a Nintendo Entertainment System with, and it was like a combo pack. It came with the Nintendo system and the cords and stuff and the controllers, but it also came with a video game cartridge, and in it were 3 different games. It had Super Mario Bros. 1, Duck Hunt, and Olympic Track and Field. And the system also came with a light gun and this big giant pad that you put on the floor, and I think 2 people could get on it. It was basically like Dance Dance Revolution. It was the precursor to that. Like, you got on it and it had these little spots that you could put your hands and your feet, and you could like run and do all these Olympic things. It just... Who the hell? Girl, I'm trying to talk. Let's go upstairs where we can't be bothered. That was rude. I know she heard me talking. That's just... I got a coworker who does that shit. You know, I got a bean right to her skull. Just bam! Then I have to deal with that dog and the damn robot, so it's not ready. It's not worth it. But yeah, that was what I started with. And we ended up getting like a lot of video games, because not only were those games being made at the time, back then the economy wasn't what it is now, and so video games were a little bit more affordable. Like, video games almost always cost about between $20 and $30, and these were what they considered at the time AAA games. Now, they were 8-bit games because all we had was Nintendo, you know. And then I think at one point we had close to like 60 games. We played a lot of RPG style games like Mega Man, Metroid, Super Mario Brothers, Gauntlet, Dragon's Lair, lots of games like that. And then when the Super Nintendo came out, of course, more Mario Brothers, and then Mortal Kombat came out, and we played a lot of Mortal Kombat. We all 3 of us, me and my 2 brothers, we got into Mortal Kombat. Our friends would come over, or we'd go to their houses. Mortal Kombat kind of took over, and Tekken as well, Killer Instinct, Primal Rage, stuff like that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we got a Sega Genesis. I was probably 9 or 10 when that came out. We started... Now, to be fair, I still played my original Nintendo. I kept it in my room because I just loved retro stuff. I still do. I play a lot of retro stuff off camera. But it was crazy how much I played that game. And we got like the Game Genie. It was like this little thing that slipped over your game cartridge for the Nintendo, and then you put it in the little cartridge reader, and it would kind of widen your pins, because it was a 72-pin connector, if I'm not mistaken, and it widened it a little bit. So then, after that, in order for you to play a game without the Game Genie, you had to really work at it, blow in the machine, and you eventually get it to work. But yeah, the first thing that I ever played on the Sega Genesis was, we had Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis, and then we ended up getting like Mortal Kombat, Primal Rage, and there was another game that my brothers were really into. But the first game that I really enjoyed as far as like a fighting style game was Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 1 was okay, but 2 was where it really started to hit its stride because you introduced new characters, and one of my all-time favorite characters of all time in the Mortal Kombat universe, you got Reptile. Reptile to this day is still like probably my favorite character, and I love that in the newest iteration of Mortal Kombat, it was he got such a lot of story and such a huge makeover and such a whole like rework. I love the love and detail and attention he got. And then the Nintendo 64, and then the first Xbox, and then well, actually PlayStation, and then the first Xbox. PlayStation is where I hit my stride. I was like probably 12 or so, got my first PlayStation, and that's when it took off. And you guys, like, I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna pull the binder back out. We're gonna pull it back out. Now these are my PlayStation 2 games. I gotta go really far back. Okay, wait. These are PlayStation 3 games. Hold on, let me get to my PlayStation 1 games. All right. I've got 2 different versions of Game Shark. Then I've got Resident Evil Director's Cut, Resident Evil 2 Demo, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil Survivor. I've got Alone in the Dark, Fear Effect, Dino Crisis. Are you sensing a theme? Most of my games were like those big RPG shooters. ODT, Martian Gothic, In Cold Blood, Parasite Eve 2, Vampire Countdown, or Countdown Vampires. I actually have Metal Gear Solid. I don't think I ever played it. Legend of Dragoon, Overblood, Mythology Sub-Zero. I mean, Drake and the Ancient Gates, The Clock Tower, Echo Knight, Steel Harbinger. Like, I played the shit out of, like, RPG, big, you know, like, not necessarily open worlds, but, like, I played games that dealt with a lot of character development and choice. I liked games that you could beat multiple different ways and had... God, my eyes look really silver. Did you notice my eyes, how silver they are on the viewfinder? Look how bright they are. That's crazy. Anyway, but yeah, it didn't matter what system I went to, I always wanted to play RPGs. That was my thing. And I tell people all the time that I came to looter shooters later in life when I hit Fallout 4, but really the precursor to that was like Resident Evil, Parasite Eve, Galarians, stuff like that. I never played turn-based RPGs and strategy games. I did like maybe one. I never did any of the Final Fantasy games or like the first one I ever played, and I really liked it, and I'm gonna try to download it and play it through emulation, is a game called Wild Arms. It's a really good game. Like, it's a really good game. And I only played like a little bit of it, but it's very interesting, and I would like to... I did play, I think, Chrono Trigger for the NES. I think that's what, or was it Chrono Cross or Chrono Crisis? It was one of the Chrono games. I played that on the NES, and I got very far in that. I don't know if it was the final battle, but I got close to the final battle. And it just kept, like, glitching. I don't know why, but it kept glitching, so I never beat it. And eventually I just, like, deleted my save because I was so disgusted with it. But, the first games on NES that still stick with me, in fact, I started playing, oh my god, this is so nuts, was the Super Mario Brothers series, 1, 2, and 3, and Legend of Zelda, the original Legend of Zelda, the first one. Those 2 specific ones, like the Mario Brothers games and Legend of Zelda, I used to play them constantly. And it wasn't even to play them to beat them, because I'd beaten them so much. It wasn't for that. It was like, I really loved finding the secrets. The stuff that... video games created water cooler moments for kids. You know? You would be at school or having a sleepover or in Boy Scouts or at church even, and you'd have a free moment with your friends and you'd start talking about a video game, because back then that's all you had to talk about. We didn't have internet, we didn't have cell phones, all we had was Nintendo. And the water cooler moments would happen. You'd be sitting there talking about a video game and they'd be like, oh, did you know you could, or did you find the, or I was playing and this happened. And games back then didn't have a lot of RNG built into it, really. It was extremely random for any version of RNG to exist, but games, they did a lot of like hiding things. Like Legend of Zelda, in order to find certain things, you had to use bombs on rocks to blow them up, and then you would unearth a set of stairs going down into the ground, and then you would find like a hidden little something. And even in certain dungeons, you could blow walls apart and go into another area of the dungeon that was completely walled off usually, and had something really cool for you to do that. I love stuff like that. I love secrets. I love finding the little things. And it's crazy how grown-ups thought that kids were just rotting their brains with video games, when realistically we were honing our critical thinking skills, and it was also honing our socializing skills, because if you're playing a co-op game, you learn to play well with others, and then if you were playing a solo game, you would then take your knowledge of the game and go have those water cooler moments with other people. And it also taught us common ground. Like, video games served a purpose when we were kids. And what's crazy is nowadays, it's turned into this huge industry. And I like watching old people bite their tongue when someone talks about a video game, because now those arguments don't hold true. I think we've only ever had one instance of someone getting so lost in the sauce of video gaming that they prepared to commit a crime, like a weapon-related crime. They kept saying for the last 30 or 40 years that video games are too violent and they create criminals, when in fact we've discovered that that's not the case. I'm not saying that little kids need to be playing Mortal Kombat or violent video games. Let them play Animal Crossing. But that being said, video games don't make people crazy or criminals. That was my whole point. Anyway, we've got to end it because it's like almost 6:30, and I've got to go to bed because I have work in the morning. I really had a lot of fun today, guys. I'm hoping on our next stream, now that we've got our lock-picking skill up, we can get a body for Polly the automaton. Assaultron, that's what it is. We have to get her an Assaultron body. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday, where we will continue our playthrough of Funsies, Fails, and Shenanigans in the Appalachian Wilderness. Till then, I will leave you guys with what I always leave you with, which is my sage wise words of wisdom. God, I'm stumbling today. Anyway, be safe, be kind, and happy hunting, guys. Bye!